The crowd watched with mean smiles as the wealthy woman picked up a bottle of expensive wine. She slowly poured it over Elena's head, treating her like a stain on a clean floor. People pulled out their phones to record. Laughter filled the room, and security moved in to kick Elena out as if she were a common criminal. Despite the wine dripping down her face, Elena Vance didn't flinch. She didn't cry or scream. She stayed perfectly calm. She set her bag down, looked at the man running the auction, and spoke in a quiet voice that made everyone stop laughing. "Before you touch me, you should check who actually pays for this event." The Golden Leaf Gala was a place where the rich wore diamonds to pretend they cared about the poor. The ballroom was full of donors who wanted to show off their money, not their kindness. In the middle of the room, under a huge glass light, were paintings and statues worth millions of dollars. Elena Vance walked inside by herself. She didn't have a team of bodyguards or a group of photographers. She didn't need to make noise to be important. She looked around the room with confidence and walked toward the front row. A security guard stopped her. "Normal seating is in the back," he said. Elena didn't argue. "I am sitting at table 1. The guard laughed. "Only the top leaders and billionaires sit there. You should check your facts." "You should verify instead of assuming," Elena replied. "But in this room, people judged you by your clothes." The guard waved her away. "Go find a chair in the back." Elena kept walking anyway. Sienna Thorne, the most famous and rude donor at the gala, saw her. Sienna loved being the center of attention and hated anyone she thought was beneath her. She stepped right in front of Elena. "Excuse me," Sienna said loudly so everyone could hear. "This is a private party. You must be lost." The people nearby chuckled. Elena stayed calm. "No, I am exactly where I need to be." Sienna rolled her eyes. "Security! Get this woman out of here. She is ruining the view." Before the guard could grab her, an assistant looked at the seating chart. Elena's name was on VIP seat A1, right next to Sienna's. Sienna looked confused, then angry. She sat down hard and whispered to her friends, "She must have stolen that seat." The auction started. Elena raised her sign to bid. 600,000. 700,000. 750,000. The room got quiet. Sienna's face turned red when Elena placed a final bid that was double what anyone else offered. Sienna stood up, grabbed a bottle of wine, and with a mean grin, tilted it over Elena. The wine poured down Elena's face like a waterfall of hate. People gasped and started filming. "Oops," Sienna said in a fake sweet voice. "Look what you made me do. That bottle costs more than you've ever made in your life." Elena didn't move. She didn't even wipe her eyes. She just looked at the auctioneer. "Continue the bidding." The auctioneer paused, unsure what to do. Sienna yelled, "She shouldn't be here. Stop talking to her. She's a fake." Security moved in again. The cameras zoomed in on Elena's face. This was her lowest moment. Elena slowly put her handbag on the table. "Before you throw me out," she said firmly, "check who owns this auction house." Sienna sighed. Here she goes with the lies. But the assistant checked the official records, just to be sure. Her eyes went wide. She handed a folder to the auctioneer with shaking hands. The auctioneer's voice trembled as he spoke into the microphone. "Ladies and gentlemen, there has been a big mistake. Elena Vance is the primary owner of the Golden Leaf Foundation." The room went silent. Sienna blinked. "That's impossible. I've been the face of this gala for 8 years." Elena looked Sienna right in the eye. "Faces can be replaced." The assistant kept reading the file. "She has also given the biggest donation in our history." The guards stepped back. Sienna began to panic. This must be a mistake. Elena stood up. The whole room stood up with her. "You poured wine on the woman who pays for every scholarship here," Elena said. "You mocked the person who protects these treasures. You laughed while insulting the founder of the very cause you claim to support." Elena looked at the crowd and the phone still recording. "You wanted a show? Now the world can see the truth." She held up a legal paper. "Starting now, the leadership is fired. Every donor who has been dishonest or mean will be investigated. The time for acting like you are better than everyone else is over." A few guests tried to sneak out, but security blocked the doors. Elena pointed to the cameras. Keep the live stream going. Every word. The auctioneer turned the microphone toward her. Sienna Thorne used this charity for herself, Elena announced. Money meant for poor neighborhoods was spent on her luxury trips. Rare art was hidden in her house instead of being saved for the public. I've been collecting evidence for 6 years. I was just waiting for the right moment. Sienna's voice cracked. Elena, please. I didn't know who you were. And that is why you failed, Elena replied. You only show respect to people with status. I show respect to people with humanity. Suddenly, Sienna's friends stepped away from her. They didn't want to be near her anymore. Elena gave one final order. Security, take Miss Thorne out. She is banned from every charity I own. Sienna screamed as the guards grabbed her arms. You can't do this. Elena didn't even look at her. You did this to yourself. The live stream showed Sienna being kicked out while the other donors started worrying about their own secrets. Elena turned back to the auctioneer. Bring the next item. He nodded quickly, wiping sweat from his forehead. Yes, ma'am. Elena raised her bidding sign again. This time, no one wondered if she belonged. She owned the room. She owned the auction. And everyone knew it. What would you have done differently if you were there? Drop it in the comments and share your thoughts. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to Elliot Stories.